this video, I am just going to be ranting and raving and rambling about anything for 10 minutes or so, because I tried to record, this could be my first ramble topic, I tried to record a video about the French Revolution, like a quiz video about the French Revolution, and you know when you have those days where like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. That is what happened for me personally today. Well, not even today, just this one video, just this past hour. So keep in mind, just to illustrate the annoyance, I started recording a video at approximately 12 a.m. and with the intention of getting it done by, at the very latest 1 o'clock. And that wasn't even the very latest, it was more like 1:45 maybe. But anyways, it is now 1:01, and I would record it and then I'd bump something, I'd record it and someone would cough, I'd record it and the bats outside of my window would be really loud, which that's another thing, please ignore those bats, just putting that out there. And yeah, so anything that would go wrong did go wrong. And then when I was finally on the had a good video going, I was using Quizlet as my source, and I was embarrassing myself because I knew nothing about the French Revolution, and I get to question number 9 out of 15, and I realise that, if I want to see the rest of the questions, I need to make an account, which is whatever, right? But when I was in the middle of a video, I couldn't just go make an account, or whatever, right? So I was like, okay, I will try logging in with Google, and then, because I use my phone as a camera, I knew that there'd be a chance that I would need a bloody code to sign in. I appreciate the security, but it can sometimes get very annoying. Anyways, so I click sign in on my lovely little iPad, and it then, I have an Android phone, so it then just pops up this massive screen, and it's like, was this you? And ends the video, and by that point I was just like, oh my god. So I just gave up. I just decided to put the iPad down and just talk, because these videos where I just talk, I feel they're more cathartic, which is a weird word to use. Maybe the better word to use is just enjoyable. I just like sitting and talking, which is so weird because I am a quiet, well no, I'm I'm not very confident, I guess. I'm not sure really, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm not too, I wouldn't go out and just chat around to a bunch of random people, but once you get me chatting, I will not shut up. And because I guess there's no one, of course you're watching this, but you know what I mean, I can just, without any worry, and I upload a video in exactly 24 hours. But I need time to edit it, obviously to upload it, and to record it. And as I said in the dud video, I have birds that won't be quiet the entire day, and then I have bats that won't be quiet the entire night. So, like my times in which I can record a video are relatively limited. So that makes it difficult. So because I was at the end of the week, I just thought that I wouldn't be able to do a video for this week. Because normally, yes, this would be extremely infuriating, but I would just do a video, but I've got a final exam coming up in the next 2 weeks, so I need to kind of push back my sleeping schedule, so I couldn't just stay up all night. That's a bit dramatic, but you know what I mean. So I was just not going to record anything, but instead I'm just going to do this because I just want to do something, even if it's not the normal, and even if it's not that great. So anyways, please forgive the lack of a normal video. I like the idea of the rambling video, like I said in the previous week. I just don't know what to ramble about. So I feel like I'd have to go in with a broad topic, but I don't know what a broad topic would be. I had an idea when I was going into this one, but now I forgot it, actually. That's really annoying. It was like a pop culture thing. That's what it was. I guess I'll rant about this. Actually, let me grab my little bracelet to make noises with. I just really hope that this is not loud when I put it down. Let me just get closer to the mic and speak, so that it can so I can speak over the sound of this being placed on this little cardboard box thing. Oh my god, please be quiet. Okay. I'm so dramatic, but I just don't want it to be too loud. Okay, we've got this little bracelet now. So, what I want to talk about, my little pop culture thing, is the Testaments. It's I've spoken about The Handmaid's Tale, the book, on this channel before during my book review video, and I probably mentioned in that one that there is a sequel called The Testaments that I really liked. Well, they made a TV show adaptation for that book, although they did take a lot of creative liberties with it. It's really good. If anyone's wanting to watch it, let me get this said before I say anything else. If anyone would like to watch it, I would definitely recommend it. It's a good TV show, and I appreciate it for its contributions outside of the book's plot, if that makes sense. I appreciate what it brings to the table, even if what it brings to the table is not one-to-one with what was brought to the table by the book. So yeah. So yeah, if you want to watch it, I definitely recommend watching it. I mean, I probably couldn't talk a bunch about it on here because I don't want to spoil, and then me, so let me know if you also disagree with me, but I personally really don't like when they do the weekly releases. I would rather they just dumped it all in one, like bang. It's not even like I really binge watch TV shows anymore. It's more just like I don't binge watch them, but I don't watch one episode a week. I'd probably watch maybe 2 a day or something like that. When I was in high school, I used to watch K-dramas, and if you don't watch those or never watched those, you wouldn't know this, but they are very long. If I can't remember exactly. I think the typical playtime, if that's what it's called. No, not playtime, that's like video games. Runtime, I think, would generally be, you'd have 16 episodes, and they would all be like an hour each, give or take, with like the last episode being longer. So the moral of that story is that they were very long, and when I was in high school I used to love watching them, and I used to love binge watching them specifically. So I would start one on the Friday afternoon and be finished by the Sunday. So that's like 20 hours, give or take, in 2 days. So I used to love binge watching, but now I don't really enjoy it as much. I'm not sure why. I just don't. But that being said, I'll still binge watch, of course. Like when Stranger Things came out, I binge watched it. I guess I can't sit there and say I don't binge watch, because I kind of do. Well, it's not as bad as the K-dramas. Maybe at most 4 episodes. I don't know. It just depends. But anyways, I forgot where. Oh, yes, I remember. I don't like the weekly episodes, and I feel like for the Testaments, it was very the negatives of having weekly episodes were very visible in that TV show, because you'd have episodes that were they weren't an hour long, and I feel like it's more excusable to do that if your episodes are longer and you cover more content in them. But the Testaments didn't really. Some episodes I think were as short as 36 minutes or something like that, and then you had some that were 50, then you had some that were 45, 40. It was very variable. There was a lot of variety, and so sometimes you'd kind of I don't like using this word to describe it, but it's probably the best I can think of. Some weeks you would get a dud episode where it kind of just felt personally, it felt like nothing really happened. It's I'm sure they expanded on the world, which I really appreciate. I loved the world building and stuff like that. But, it would be a 36-minute episode where they only really focus on one specific thing. And it just felt as you're getting to the end of the season, it was very much well, where are we going? It was quite clear where we were going, but it was assumption that there would be a second one. So, yeah. So, what was I gonna say? So, it's not like they skipped things, really. It's not like that. It's more just the progression felt slow and the episodes were short. And then because they released it every week, it very much like exacerbated that. Whereas I don't think it would have been that bad if they had dumped all the episodes on one day, or maybe like a split release. But even that annoys me because it's like if you're just going to release them together, release them together. Do not split them up. I don't know. I'm just very impatient, if I'm going to be honest. But I just feel like in this current time period, in this current era, where I guess Bridgerton would be a good example, where it takes them like no shade really, because I like Bridgerton, but Bridgerton split up into two. It will take them 2 years to come out with a new season, in which they will come out with 8 hours of TV, and it will take them 2 years, and then they will release the first half and then make you wait for the second half. That personally, because I'm impatient, drives me insane. Especially back in in the past, where like Modern Family, for example, I didn't watch it as the seasons came out, but given the fact that it has, oh my god, 11 seasons, I used to absolutely adore that show. I watched it multiple times back to back. I forgot how many seasons it has, but regardless, right? Even though the videos were not the YouTube video, even though the episodes were not an hour long at all, they would still release one season in which there were 20 episodes each season, and they would release those seasons roughly once a year. And then it makes me think why does it take so long now to make a new season? And then secondly, if it's going to take so long to make a new season, can you please just give it to me in one hit, so that I don't have to sit there waiting? Because it's just annoying. Sorry if I sound like an ungrateful brat. I'm just really impatient when it comes to that stuff. And they always end with some form of cliffhanger, and it's just so annoying. Because me personally, this is where I'm finally getting to. This is why I mentioned Euphoria and The Boys, and went into this whole topic. It's, for me personally, it will end in a cliffhanger, and I'll be wow, oh my god, I can't wait to find out, what's gonna happen, blah 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 blah. And then I go on with my life, waiting for this season to come out. And then because these seasons take so damn long to come out, by the time they release, I don't care. I really have to force myself back into it. I didn't watch the first Stranger Things chapter until a few days after it came out, because I was very aware it was coming out, but I was just I don't care. So then, as I was saying, right, The Testaments I was really excited for because, new show. It being based off a book that I already read and I already really enjoyed. So I watched it. And then I don't think I knew that it was weekly until I finished watching it, and I was oh. But what was I gonna say? Yes. So I told myself, I was okay, I do want to watch The Boys. I shows were releasing weekly. So I was like, I'm not gonna watch like 3 shows each week because I'm gonna get it like not mixed up. They're all very different, but you know, like I just want to, you know, like dedicate my mental power to one TV show and enjoy it and remember it and then move on to the next. So I told myself, when the Testaments finishes, you know, its release, I will then go to Euphoria and The Boys and All the Boys. So, the Testaments finished, I think, last week. Gosh, my perception of time is so broken, but it finished recently. And so did Euphoria, and so did The Boys. I think The Boys finished first, and then the Testaments, and then Euphoria. Yes, that's about right. Yeah, it was a week ago for the Testaments because, yeah, I won't go through it. It doesn't matter. It finished like a week ago. So, because, you know, I'm on social media, I basically know the entire plotline of Euphoria, especially Euphoria, now. And I kind of, like, I was excited to watch it, and then now I just don't want to because, you know, I already got it spoiled. Not blaming the people online. But, you know, it's like, I've now, like, the same thing that I described has happened again because because it released weekly, I just didn't get in the hype for it because I personally don't see the point in watching it if I just have to wait. I know I'm so impatient, but like, yeah. But it doesn't matter because I basically know how Euphoria went. And I will probably end up watching it like down the track when I'm really bored. But it's just, you know, I just wish it wasn't weekly. And I know that's how it's been for like a long time. Like, you know, like Modern Family, you know, like all these weekly shows. But I just feel like that works for like those little sitcoms in which every episode is like a separate story. And they can release weekly and they're like 20 minutes long and sweet, you know, I like that. But I just feel like when there's like a specific, consistent, like linear story, or non-linear, it's just, you know what I mean, like in relation to each episode. Like each episode continues on the story. It really annoys me that I have to wait a week because I just don't want to watch it then. It's like, why? Anyways, it has already been half an hour, so I'm going to end this video. Yeah, it seems very abrupt, but I do need to end it because I need to, like, get ready to go to bed because it's quite late and I need to get my sleeping schedule back, as I mentioned, and I was going to talk about it, but I spoke about Euphoria and The Boys and weekly releases instead, so I apologise for not having a normal upload today, and regardless, I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you've made it this far in my rant. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, and also if you are as passionate about weekly releases as I am. Please let me know if you share my opinions. If you don't, I'm just very curious because I know that there's a lot of people who do like the weekly releases. You know, they like the routine of coming back and watching it, and like the weekly discourse on it. I do like that. I do like how, you know, there's like Euphoria Day, and like, you know, when an episode will come out and you'll see all the discourse on social media, but then it's very annoying because if you don't watch it like that second, you get it spoiled. And it was even like that with the Testaments. Like, I watched it maybe 3 or 4 hours after the final episode came out, and I already saw a spoiler on YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, so like I have to watch it. Like, not complaining, I enjoyed it, but you know. Anyways, I'm ending the video. So thank you for watching. watching, and please let me know your thoughts, opinions on either this silly topic or just this video style. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. So yeah,